What's up, y'all? Here to talk about Married at First Sight. Let's start with Justin and what's his wife's name? Justin and I can't think of it. Anyway, this dude seems like a real nice guy, a bit on the needy side. Some would call it thirsty, but everybody's pretty much thirsty that comes on a show where you marry a complete stranger. So he's meeting with his wife as they sit at the table, and he tells her he loves her, and she starts cracking up because she's one of those types of women that doesn't like to put her feelings out there. She in fact said that if you make her happy, then you have the ability to make her mad, sad, and feel all the negative emotions that she doesn't want to feel. So she doesn't quite want to open up, and I still always find that odd when I hear people say things like that on this show because like I said, you're on a show where you're attempting to marry a complete stranger you're tired of dating. So why would you not want to open yourself up? I mean, you've taken a risk this far by going on the show. Why not risk everything and show your true emotions? Why hold back now? It's kind of too late once the train is out of the station. But Justin seems like he's definitely got her back. I don't think she could do anything to really mess this marriage up with him unless she would cheat or something like that. But I don't see that happening. So let's move on to Mitch, and I can't think of any of the women's names. Mitch and Kristen. Like I said before, I think Mitch is gonna sabotage this marriage. He, in fact, met with his or talked to his buddy, and he said he wanted to be honest, and he actually told Kristen that he wasn't really attracted to her. And of course, she was really attracted to him. She really liked the fact that he was bald. She's into bald guys. And that just kind of messed things up. She, in fact, told him if we get to a certain point and we haven't, consummated the marriage or whatever, by the time that we have to make a decision, I'm going to ask for a divorce. And can you blame her? She kind of wants to know, I think, why he doesn't find her attractive and what the problem is. Seemed like he kind of liked his mother, like I said before. I didn't do a video on last week's show because there wasn't really anything new to talk about. But later on, when Mitch and Kristen were at the pool, he started trying to hit on her. He said to the camera, I got hormones, so it sounded like he was just having urges, and all of a sudden she became attractive to him. She's not going to appreciate that if he turns it on and off, depending on if his hormones are raging for that day. You have to show consistency in a marriage or it's probably not going to work. But she didn't like the fact, she said she liked his honesty, the fact that he admitted he wasn't attracted to her. But deep down she's thinking, wow, you brought me on national TV or worldwide TV to tell me that you're not really attracted to me. Like I said, I think he's gonna blow it because she's not a bad looking young lady, and I don't know what he's looking for. I'm pretty sure Miss America would not pick him. Not trying to take a shot at him or anything, but be honest. He should be very happy with who he's got or gotten. Is it got or gotten? Anyway, he should be very happy with that. And if he blows it, he'll just have himself to blame. And no, don't try to get with her mom if you don't make it with Kristen. That's not right, homie. Let's move along to Lindy and Miguel. Seems like Miguel wants to get it popping with Lindy, if you know what I mean, but she wants it to mean something. And I heard him tell the rest of the group, they finally met up. They're all on their honeymoons. He told her, he told the group, I wouldn't mind having some mediocre until things get better. But she's not ready yet. He tried to give her a massage, I think, to kind of speed things up. And he's rubbing oil on her, making her laugh, talking about hope they're together when they're older. And she's just cracking up. She seems pretty easy to get along with. I know his family is a bit difficult because his sister and someone else met with his wife last week, and they were talking about finances, and his sister was trying to make sure that she didn't have so much debt that she put him in a bind, because I guess he's been through that before. And the thing that makes Lindy uncomfortable with Miguel is the fact that he said something about, he can like somebody or something and still move on. And she was saying that kind of made her uncomfortable. And he's like, yeah, I understand, but, he didn't change what he said. So we'll see how this works out, because, he sounds like he can kind of move on rather easily. And especially if she's not dropping it like it's hot, he might want to move on, and I still don't see how a marriage can work out when she comes from a church background. I'm not sure I think she said the denomination, but I'm not sure how that's going to work out when she was raised in the church and he's not. So she can't, I don't see how she can explain that one. But anyway, I don't see how the show can explain that either, how they hook up someone that's not of the same belief as her. But that's Married at First Sight. That's what they do best, the so-called experts, as I always call them. Who's the other guy? Ben and his wife. Can't remember her name either. They're just constantly giggling and everything. They finally got married. They're gonna have a second honeymoon because they were late getting married. She does mixed martial arts, and he acted like he was scared of that. But they seem like they got good potential. But I do see in next week's episode, he says something he shouldn't have said to the public. I guess that she wanted to keep private. So it looks like they might have a rocky road ahead. And I don't know. So far, they look like they're getting along. They're just constant laughs, and they were laughing even as they were getting married and talking and things like that. Let's move on to Stasia and Nate Dogg. They had a little bit of a hiccup in their marriage when they were eating, and she was talking about the fact that he told her family that he had a business that went bankrupt, and she wanted to make. She's very into money. Kind of reminds me of Mirla a little bit, but not as hardcore and cold so far. Or appearing cold, allegedly. But she mentioned a prenuptial or a postnuptial, and he said, "Oh, what? Huh?" And she's saying, well, we can't do a prenuptial because we're already married. She just wanted to make sure that he didn't mess up her finances by his debt. And he said everything's cleared away, and she has nothing to worry about. And he said he'll sign it if that makes her feel comfortable. He doesn't want to do anything that makes her feel uncomfortable. Did you guys see that steamy shower scene they had the other week? That was pretty steamy for Married at First Sight. I guess the cameraman didn't know when to kick rocks. I guess he thought, well, I'll stay here until they tell me to go. But Nate said they didn't consummate the marriage. But they seem like they can get along because Nate seems like he's really into her. Stasia seems like she's really into him. She talked about she wanted a baby within the year. And he said, well, I know you're older than me, but I kind of wanted to wait at least 2 to 3 years. So we'll see how that goes. The show seems like it's going to get more interesting. All the couples met up. I think they were on a boat or something, and they were opening up about their situations, and everybody noticed that Kristen seemed kind of off on how she felt. And I mean, can you blame her? Because Mitch was kind of, he's kind of giving mixed signals with her. He's laughing and joking, and then he's telling the camera she's not really his type. So I can see how she feels the way she feels, because everybody else seems happy with their choices, and she was happy too until he dropped that bombshell on her. Am I forgetting anybody? You guys need to make my city look good. SD San Diego 619. Y'all can't be acting janky on the San Diego season. But what'd you guys think of this week's episode? Let me know. Say something in the comments if I'm forgetting any crucial points. Let me know. Do you guys still like the concept of the show, or do you think they should kind of switch it up? I always said I'd like to see them deal with older couples just to, throw something different. Instead of having the experts match up, the couples let family and friends try it just to do something different. Anyway, this is the J. Roos Theory. LSR forever. The reason I do this, make sure to subscribe, comment, share. Thanks to all my subscribers for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate that. You taking your time to watch me. Thank you, and be fearless. Yay, yay.